The pandemic has been a strong reminder that we live in an intricately connected world. Symbiotic connections exist not only between humans, but also between animals, plants, insects, and even microbes. In fact, deep connections exist between all life forms on Earth. Together, they make up the web of life. Sustaining this web of life requires performance of 1,000,000 functions. To do them efficiently, there exist 1,000,000 diverse life forms, each performing a different but vital function. This diversity of life forms is what is termed as biodiversity. Each species represents a thread in the web of life, and each such thread is actually a lifeline for various other threads. Cut one thread and the web begins to fall apart. Thus, it is imperative to preserve species diversity. To protect each species against disease outbreaks and changing environment, Mother Nature has embedded diversity even within each species. This is termed as genetic diversity. Ecosystem diversity refers to the plethora of terrestrial and marine ecosystems which in turn enhance and enrich species diversity and genetic diversity. Biodiversity also provides a variety of ecosystem services which are critical to human survival. These are cultural services such as spiritual and recreational benefits, supporting services such as nutrient cycles and oxygen productions, regulating services such as the control of climate and disease, provisioning services such as the production of food and water. For example, pollination happens in the plants, is done by the bees, and results in food for humans and animals. These are smart connections that help sustain life on Earth. While biodiversity is fundamental to preserve life as we know it, it is also critical for businesses to function. Businesses rely on genes, species, and ecosystem services as critical inputs. Biodiversity represents a significant resource of chemical and biological products, including food, fibers, and medicine. Not to mention clean air, clean water, and fertile soils. Ecologically, biodiversity contributes to ecosystem stability, a necessity for business to thrive. Most business operations have direct or indirect impact on biodiversity. Activities detrimental to biodiversity include using products from species which are over-harvested, planting or accidentally introducing exotic, non-native species on land holdings, displacing native species, development which destroy biodiversity-rich habitats. Activities which can have a positive impact on biodiversity include management of land holdings in a way which is sensitive to biodiversity, enabling employees to work on local biodiversity conservation projects, influencing stakeholders such as suppliers, customers, or employees to consider biodiversity while taking decisions. Unfortunately, biodiversity is being lost at an alarming rate. It's time to wake up, to take notice, to reimagine our relationship with nature. Together, we can and we must. To be an active participant in biodiversity initiatives, get in touch with the Sustainability Champion in charge of your office or location. To know how you can make a difference, log on to Tata World and participate in Tata Sustainability Month 2020.